right, guys, so just kind of give you an overview of, sometimes what happens in our industry, and not everybody's on the up and up. And what happens is they'll take a razor knife and they'll scratch the inside of the heat exchanger, and it'll actually look like a hairline crack, as you can see in that video. And what happens is they'll take a camera, they'll stick it in there, they'll say, yep, there's a little crack in the heat exchanger. And the customer's, gonna go, well, I guess so, right? And not know 100%. And what we do here at A Plus is we actually have a manometer, and that manometer goes inside. There's a limit on these things. It's like a heat limit. And we'll pull that limit out and we'll stick the hose into the area, and we'll turn the fan on to the furnace. We don't have to have the heat running. We're just looking to see if there's a crack in the heat exchanger. And the manometer starts off at 0. And once that fan comes on, if that manometer moves up from 0, that will tell us immediately that there's a crack in the heat exchanger. We can show it to the customer while they're in the basement so they can see it firsthand and not guess and say, oh my goodness, I don't know if there's a crack or not. They're gonna have peace of mind knowing that their heat exchanger is cracked, okay? So guys, you can hear that inducer fan kick on. That's this thing here. It immediately is exhausting any kind of air that could be possibly getting pulled through these tubes here. And in a minute, this is a sequence of starts. This thing starts up, it notifies the furnace to say, okay, these are pressure switches. So now it's gonna move to the next step. It's gonna have the glow valve come on. You see that? Or the glow plug, sorry, not a valve. And then you're gonna hear the gas valve click. You heard that click? Immediately ignition. So what ends up happening is, as that ignites, all that flame is going into, and gases are going into that heat exchanger. And once it's in that heat exchanger, you need to have some way to get that out. And that's what this does here. So as you guys can see is, when a cracked heat exchanger, if that heat exchanger isn't sealed tight, you're gonna have some carbon monoxide going through your system. So you have the air here. Once this fan comes on, this thing has to reach 140 degrees, and then your fan will kick in and start blowing the air out into the space. Here is our warehouse. Your home will be your ducts in your home, and then now that air is in your space. So if there's any kind of leak in that heat exchanger, you're gonna have possibilities of carbon monoxide in your home. All right, guys, this is a very dangerous heat exchanger. Obviously, you see I can stick my finger in there. So this is where the flame goes into the heat exchanger, and then exhaust comes up and out. So obviously with a hole this size, that exhaust is coming into your house, right? So this furnace is about 30 plus years old. Customer didn't know that this was going on in their house. It was actually a service call. We went out there, we diagnosed this cracked heat exchanger, and then immediately we got them a replacement. So, and most systems only last about 13 years. And if you haven't had your system serviced in 13 years or more, you need to get them inspected. This is the kind of stuff that could be going on in your house. There's newer codes with carbon monoxide detectors. If you don't have a carbon monoxide detector in your home, you need to have one. So guys, don't mess around. Get your system serviced. Be proactive and make it happen. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video on cracked heat exchangers. Like and subscribe, and there's going to be more content out there. Stay tuned.